Alright, in this video I'm going to show you how to use black box to find profitable products, or at least products that you can take to the next step of the research process. Here I have helium-10 launched, and I am going to start by going into the black box tab. First one. Here are the settings that you're going to play around with to find some type of product, and it varies a lot what you're looking for, so you can play with it. There's not a general rule of what you want to use for. The most general it could be is the following. You start with categories, and if you're a new seller or you haven't been ungated in anything, then you're automatically restricted to all the current restricted categories. That made sense. So I'm gonna deselect all of the ones that we aren't available to sell. So I'm actually gonna start by selecting all of them and just unselect these. So I can't sell appliances, personal care, books, cameras. I think I could sell cell phones, but I just don't do it. Clothing we can't sell. I don't mess with computers, so I'm gonna check that off. I don't mess with any electronics. I can't sell groceries. I can't sell health. Let's see what else. Good. I've been checking off sports and outdoors because it keeps bringing me a bunch of clothes, like sportswear for outside. So I've been just checking it off just so I don't see that in the search results, and I don't want to do any toys and games. So the ones I've checked on are the ones that are going to show up here in the results. Okay, so we move on to monthly revenue. Here in monthly revenue, I want to make a product I want to sell a product that's at least selling $5,000. Like at the moment, I'm not looking for anything less. And really, that's being super, just conservative with the price. We want to do more than 10, but let's start off with 5,000 right here so we can see what comes up. And a maximum, I'm not going to put a maximum. I mean, if you can put like 30,000 or something, just so you don't get a industry with like $100,000 in revenue. If you get in a search results and a product that's selling $100,000, then for sure there's a lot of competition. It's a more mature niche, what do you want to call it? So I'm looking for more virgin, more starting out baby niches, all right, and listings. So those are usually with under less than $30,000 a month. So I'm keeping this $5,000 to $30,000 in monthly revenue. And the price, before it was recommended to do 15. Now, I mean, we really recommend doing at least 20. But for my searches, I mean, let's just put 20 for right now. Okay, 20. And the max, you don't really want to sell nothing above 50 at the moment. So that's it for price, from 20 to 50. And review count, we want maximum that has 500 reviews. If it has more than 500 reviews, it's probably going to be hard for a new seller to come on there, especially if you're just starting out and you don't have capital, or you really don't know what to do. Especially for your first product, you don't want to compete against an industry where there's a bunch of sellers that have already got like a good real estate there. They already got a good ground of reviews, and they're already set in the industry. So keep it under 500 to start off. Review setting, ratings. Many people put like a 4.2 here. That means they're not going to see any listings that are above 5 stars, because 5-star listings are usually great listings that it's going to be hard for you to beat. They probably already got amazing pictures. They already got a high quality product. They've optimized their listings probably. So we put 4.2. I mean, sometimes I don't even put anything here because there's a bunch of listings that are just start off, and some of the sellers will end up just fake reviews. So there'll be like 20 fake reviews, and they'll all be 5 stars. So if you end up putting 4.2 here, you might miss on that listing. So sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Up to you. For the moment, we're gonna put 4.2. And minimum, I don't put a minimum. So here we go. Shipping size tier. This means how big the product is going to be that you're going to search for. Usually it's recommended to do some small, but if it's changing now, that the rules are really changing, so I recommend you can even do some more medium to larger larger size just to escape the regular advice everyone gets. Everybody's searching for that small item under £1 that's easily made, and so I'm just gonna select all of them. Okay. Now we click search, and then if nothing comes up that we like, we can start modifying. We can start modifying all of this stuff. So here we go. Here are the results. This is it's like an Excel sheet basically. Look, here are the tabs. Product, how many sellers there are, what's the price, the monthly sales of the product, so how many units are they selling a month. This Sweet Frank shredder ball, what is this? Sweet feet and beak shredder ball will keep your bird busy for weeks. Okay, so this bird toy sells 265 units a month. That's right, this little thing right here sells 265 units a month, and this is the price it's being sold at, $22.98. This is the gross revenue. Sorry. Oh man. Technical difficulties. Everything's saved, so you can just hit search again. I think if you click on the price, it starts filtering through the most expensive or the cheapest, and I clicked on it, so let's see if I click on it, switches back. Come on. Come on. Let's go. Super slow. Let's see what comes up here. Alright, so let's go with, let's see. Alright, let's go with this. Java French press. This is a classic product. Like, I mean, man, it's been done so many times. It's a Java French press. If you don't know what that is, you put coffee grounds inside that square thing, container, and then you put hot water in it, and then it makes coffee like that. That's what it makes, okay? It's a French press coffee maker. Like we said, here are the amount of sellers. In this specific listing, there's 9 different sellers. So it seems like, I mean, there could be many things that are going on here. I mean, this seems like a private label because this is bottom, unless that's another term used in the coffee world I'm not sure about. That's probably a brand. And these could be the authorized sellers of this brand, or they could just be people that hopped on this listing just because they wanted to. Anyways, there's 9 sellers in this listing, and it's selling for $20. They're selling 278 units. They're making $5,500 gross profit in sales off this product alone, and the BSR is 18,000, the best seller rank. So the lower this number, the best seller rank, the better. So if you want, I mean, it really depends what strategy you use. Some other people search for higher ranking products that are not selling as often because there won't be as much competition, or because they're more expensive and new sellers can't afford to buy, say, $150 per product. So it's really different strategies, but to start off, I'm just naming off what this is. Right here are the stars. This is 3.7 stars on average out of 45 reviews. It's not that bad. It seems like there could be some stuff to fix. So let's check out the actual listing. You just click on the picture. It hops on the Amazon listing. Look, it has Amazon choice for French press. This Amazon only means that for this keyword, this is the best one. This is what Amazon considers what people were searching for. It doesn't necessarily mean it's the best French press coffee maker, and the Amazon saying, hey, out of all the French press coffee makers on entire Amazon, we've decided this is the best, and we give it an Amazon choice. No, that's not what it means. Make sure you know that, because, man, that's a big misunderstanding. It simply means that for this keyword, this is what Amazon thinks people want, so it's given this listing as its Amazon choice when people search something like this French press bottom. How do you say that? Anyways, it kind of sucks. 2 pictures. Wow. Alright, 46 reviews, 3.7 stars like it showed. So there's definitely something that could be fixed in this listing. That is what I would be looking for right away. So I scroll down, I see there's a variation, a 32 and a 12 ounce. There's an app in Blackbox that lets you see the reviews. I think, which one is it? It's one of these. Where is it? Keyword. Prevention assistance. Where is it at? It's one of these, or I think it's another tab, but it gets the reviews and it puts them in an Excel, or at least in a format which you can view from most recent to the oldest, from the worst to the best, and you can filter them and find other type of useful information. Like, let's say that you end up wanting, I don't want to get off the subject, but since we're talking about the reviews and what helium could do, and I do use it for, is another tool which lets you use these reviews to find out which variation sells the best. Let's say you've chosen this as your first product, and you say, hey, I want to compete against this listing and sell a $20 French press coffee maker on Amazon. Now you want to know which one is selling the most, because this information right here, 5,500, is going to be divided between these 3 variations. So it doesn't, Amazon or Helium, they won't tell you which variation most of the money came from. So what you have to do is you can manually go down the review list right here, and it'll say color black, color black, color black, color black, color black, color black. So you're seeing a lot of these color blacks. That means that a lot of these reviews, from just seeing the face value of those reviews in that page, seems like most of these sales came from the color black, this one right here. So you would want to probably start off with that black coffee French press maker, right? Instead of like this pink one or something. Maybe that didn't sell as much. So you can do that manually, but then when there's a lot of reviews, say there's only 48, we can totally go through each one of them and count them, right? But if there is like 5,000 reviews, how could you make a decision? You can use some of the software here in Blackbox. But anyways, you've chosen this as your product. You say you want to do it. Well, what would I do? I would get this Java French press coffee maker keyword, highlight it, put copy, duplicate this page, hop on the search, Amazon, paste, hit search, and there's like a million, I swear, there's so many. Let's see. Now, Helium also has their version of Jungle Scout, which searches products and gives you how much money each listing is making and other useful information. But I still think Jungle Scout is faster and I'm more used to it, and I recommend it really. Just to, if you don't have it, I don't think I would invest in both Black and Jungle and Helium and Jungle. I probably wouldn't do that. I'd probably get one or the other. But the moment I have both, so I'm using Jungle Scout. Once I hit French press coffee maker, a bunch of listings came up. I mean, usually you can go through them, but at this point, there's no reason for me to even look at them anymore. Like, I don't even care what they show. I know there's a bunch. I know there's some that are good. I know some have good pictures. I know some have horrible pictures. I know some good reviews, some don't. I know some have some defects. I know some people have already fixed those defects. I know there's new. So I know all that stuff. Before, I used to check around and just look around the whole page. Like, dude, there's just a waste of time. Just hit search, then pop up Jungle so you see the data, because with the data is what you can work with. All right. So once we get the data, it's popped up here. I click revenue and I filter the listing that's making the most money to the one that's making the least. So this brand seems to be a hit. Bodum. If you drink coffee, you probably know about this brand. I have no idea. I mean, I drink coffee, but I guess I don't really buy accessories. $4,000, so $50. What can I say? I mean, you're obviously not gonna want to compete against a competitor that's so so grounded in their industry. Let's click. If you click right here, this listing, it'll pop up their listing, right? And then right away, what I see is what I check for is obviously I'm seeing the price. I'm seeing I mean, right here it gives you most information you need. It's making 250,000 bucks. It has this many reviews, 4 stars. LQS, it's how LQS means Jungle Scouts way of telling you if they think something's good or not. So this is their own rating system. It's out of 10. I think it's out of 10. The highest is the better. So 7 is pretty good, and like let's see, all these are pretty good. Let's see, one that's lower. I can't find one right now, but there's lower ones. LQSs are way lower, and those are mostly listings with like 2 pictures or something. So click. I mean, there's no need to even click on the listing yet. I check out the information and I see. I mean, I'm gonna just show you what I think of immediately, right? What I see. Hopefully, you can pick up on what I'm looking for, so you don't waste time just looking at stuff you don't need. So I click on the French press maker. I ran it through Jungle Scout. I filtered through price. I'm not going to compete against this guy, so I'm not going to compete in the $50 range French press coffee maker um, competition industry. I'm not. If I'm going to make a French press, it's probably going to be a little cheaper. So I compete against another listing that's not as well grounded as well. So I'm going to just knock it out. I press X and I kick it out. I knock it out this listing here, this list. The next one is still making a lot of money, and you can see all these reviews. I'm not going to compete against any of these listings that have high reviews. If it's in the thousands and you already have if it's your first product, you're not going to want to compete against these guys. I mean, you're not going to want to. Someone in a higher position where they're already more experienced, yeah, you can totally compete against these guys if you have a good marketing strategy and a way, you're going to beat them somehow. Go for it. But at the moment, for new sellers, it's not recommended. You compete against these long. I mean, look at it takes so much time to get these reviews. You have no idea. So these are not listings you want to compete against. They're making good money though. Look at the revenue every month: 100,000, 102,000, 95. When I see something like this immediately, I'm like, okay, never mind. I don't filter through revenue. I start filtering through reviews. Where's reviews? I filter through least to the most to see which reviews that are selling coffee, French press coffee makers, which listings have the least reviews yet are making the most money possible. So this has 0 reviews and it's making $8,996. Now that's probably not accurate. You know why? Because let's press on it. I bet you this is obviously a brand new listing, and this software picks up on the recent sales. So say this product launched 5 days ago or 1 week ago and it made no money, 0 sales all 6 days. But today, it's 7th day, it made 10 sales or whatever. This software is going to pick up that information and multiply it times 30. So it'll give you this monthly sales. So it's going to just inflate the price. It's going to bring it up to a level where it's not accurate at all. So you got to be careful with new listings like this. Now when I click on it, I'm going to see how long it's been open, and I'm probably going to see that this listing has less than 3 months, probably even a month. Let's see. All right, I go down and I check. All right, I can see that this listing opened up when it literally opened up less than a week ago, like on the 27th. Or did it? Or it opened up on the 12th, but nothing happened. He probably just opened up the listing and then it really popped off on the 27th. Probably like he was just waiting for his item to hit FBA warehouses. So right now I'm looking at the price versus the time. This is the time, May 5th, May 12th, May 19th. Around May 12th, this company, it's really just a person like me, you. Sometimes we tend to think of these people with listings as like a giant corporation power executive. No, dude, they're in their garage just like us. They're in their houses, in their apartment, anywhere, in the fucking coffee shop selling this stuff. So don't think it's like a man with a higher intelligence. No. All right, we're looking. We're looking here. Look at all that. You see no movement? That means nothing happened. That means, like I said, we probably just opened up the listing here, shipped this product FBA, it finally touched down and made the first sale on the 27th. That's why it gives it a rank. Once it's ranked, that means there's actual sale. And then it's going pretty good. He went in the last few days. He's been selling. So it goes in line with what I said. This is an inflated price. It's not real. He's never sold 450 units because obviously he hasn't even been in business with that listing for a month. So you have to be careful with these listings that are brand new because they'll have an inflated price. Now, regardless, this is still a good listing. This guy is making it happen. He has good pictures. He sent everything FBA. And he sent, I have this software called How Many that lets you see how many items the competition has in stock. So it shows he has 171 items. That means he's a pro, right? He's a pro. I mean, he's been launching listings. He knew this item's gonna sell. He got good pictures. He sent it all FBA, so he doesn't have to send himself. People want it prime. So he sent 161 units prime. He knows what he's doing. He's probably, you could even do a little more investigate, like you can investigate here and see what other stuff he sells by doing this. So this man, this is the brand Bika, whatever you want to call that. But that doesn't mean this is the person selling it. To see the actual seller, you go down here and you go here. Here's where it shows who's the seller. There we go, Bika. Now in this case, it's the same name, same thing, but a lot of cases it's not. So even if you click here, it won't bring you to the same place. It'll bring you if you click here. So if you click here, it'll actually bring you to the storefront of the person. 656 ratings. I have like 500. No, I have like the same amount almost. Yeah. And I've been selling for a few years, so this guy's probably been 3-4 years in the game. 2, 3, 4 years. Now we go to the storefronts, we click, and we see all the products this person is selling. A bunch of household products right away. That's what I pick up on. What else? A bunch of just homemade. So homemade kitchen, exactly. So a bunch of homemade kitchen. How many pages does he have? Now he only has one page, 11 products. So you can also run Jungle within one seller's storefront. So we click Jungle Scout, and you will see what products this person's selling. That way you can pick up on his most and his best sellers. So again, I filter through revenue, and this guy has his mattress selling $250,000 almost a month. That's amazing. That's amazing. Now, this can mean a couple things. This doesn't necessarily mean that he's the one making this money 100%, because there could be other sellers selling this. So in this case, it seems like this is his own listing because I can see that he put his own brand name Bika on top here. Now there could be multiple sellers though, so let's check. No, one seller. So this person is really legit bringing in a quarter. Where is it at? $250,000. Where is that shit? $250,000 every month off this one listing. Now, if you add the rest, how much is that? I don't want to add, but say 4, that's 10, that's 18, that's 20, that's 34, that's 54, 56, 67, 70, 80, 90, and so that's under $500,000, around there. I can't make the math, I don't know, but he does have listings in the double digits. 54, 28,000, 23, 22, 14,000. and that's what you want. You want to get to the level where you don't have as many listings where they're selling $4,000, which is still great. Let me tell you, because they add up. You can have 20 listings; they're all making $3,000, and then man, that's still making some money. So, what at least what I'm aiming for are listings that are making at least over in the double digits, so at least $11,000. So from here up, this is what the items I would want to sell as well. But again, there's many strategies. There's people that make it happen, searching only items that sell under 10,000 because there's maybe not as much competition, or maybe it's kind of more of a rare type item, or more of a like industry that you have to kind of know what it's really made, or like say you're selling some type of plumbing work, and you kind of have to be a little bit of a plumber to understand what pieces go where and how it all fits together in a package, or so those type of like that's another strategy, so I mean it all goes the Wild West here. It all goes as long as you make it work. It all goes. Now, to not get off topic here, because we've talked about so much information, man. There's so much good info here. Let's click on this one right here. Cast iron skillet. So let's see if anybody else is selling it. Dude, it's his own brand. This man has legit launched several private label items, products. He has this, oh man, this guy's my hero right here. This guy's a good example. I'm glad we came across it. Obviously it's just a skillet. It doesn't even matter what it is, right? It's 29 reviews. I can see it has positive reviews. He even added a little coupon thing that makes people want to buy. I sometimes I click on that, and it makes me want to buy, so that's good. He has good bullet points. Usually good bullet points are measured by having some little fun thing like this. Some people use stars, some people use other type of like emojis. That's what I use. I use some type of star system, just stars right here. And ideally, you would have like the first few words in uppercase. That way it stands out. So say if this was talking about 2 skillets, I don't know, say this was talking about like, how good of quality it is and that it'll last forever, you would put right here, last forever, huge, and then you go lowercase. So that could be improved, but that's like getting into details here. This is an amazing listing. It looks great. I like how it has a person here showing you. It's called a lifestyle picture. It means a lifestyle picture is the product you sell being used in real life. So he has one lifestyle picture, 2 lifestyle pictures. He has good front and back. I love that you can add some texts to explain the perks of the item you're selling. So he has that. I love it. I love it. Now let's see how long he's been selling. Let's see. You click all time, and then you can see here he's been selling this since March. The rank's been 40,000, so it's not really that good because he was selling at a higher price of $42.99. You can see it right here. So then, when is that? A month, like 2 weeks later, he dropped this price a few bucks, and his rank went down, which is great. So he started selling more, and then 1 month went by, literally from 19 to April 19th, March to April. He dropped this price, like $4. And then his rank went even down, so it got better and better and better, and it went up a bit, but then he just maintained at this price, and it seemed like this is going to be the price he maintains. He'll probably play with this a few bucks more, a few bucks less, but it's definitely going to stay around this price. He probably is going to want to raise the price to his original $40 once his rank goes a little lower, but for right now, he's probably going to keep it at this price. The rank right here, I mean, as long as you understand what's going on here, you can just launch your store. You can just launch. You don't need to go through a whole education process. Just learn what these graphs mean. So sales rank is 13,000. That means anything under 20, 30,000 in any category, it's usually selling okay. In toys, what I used to sell is anything under 10,000 would be selling pretty damn good, like 10, 20 items a day of that listing, 30 items a day of that listing, even 50, right? So I'm not sure exactly what it is for a household, but I think something similar. Let's see what else. This is a great example. Now this person, Bika, let's see what else he's selling. So he's selling his number 2 product is this right here. Floating shelves. I love how this person, I mean, this person is definitely knowledgeable in the private label world. Like, he's targeted all these stuff that have no copyright infringement, no patent style stuff, no complicated electronic style stuff that can, break, no things that are super, just have many parts and could just break. So this person knows what's up. I'm actually gonna save this seller and just follow, see what he does. You can also do that. Start up a Excel sheet and just start tracking sellers that you think are selling good and just inspire you to sell more. I mean, I'm not trying to be malicious here and be bad. Like, I'm trying to go compete on every one of this guy's items. Even if I did do that, I'm still not gonna like take over his business. He's already grounded here. Not 100%, but 132 reviews, 100 reviews. So trust me, there's business for everybody. To conclude the search, we found this coffee maker. Once we found this coffee maker, we ran it through Jungle Scout. Where's it at? I'm not sure where. We just ran it through Jungle Scout. We put French press coffee maker. We hit search. A lot of French press coffee makers came up. Now, I don't spend time looking through them anymore. I just immediately go to Jungle Scout so we don't waste any time. Once you're in this page, I filter through revenue. He was making the most money. I saw that, right, these guys are making the most money. I saw they had way too many reviews. So when that happens, I filter through reviews to see who has the least amount of reviews while making the most money. So I saw the first one was 0 reviews with 8,000 bucks. I knew it was going to be a new listing with an inflated price, but I clicked on it so we can show. Let's click on it again. We found this person. We saw it was Bika brand. This one guy, man, lady, person, kid, partner that has this private label. I said, hey, this sounds pretty good. Look, so we're like, who's the seller? We clicked on Bika, sold by Bika. We went to a storefront. These are his listings. I ran it through Jungle, so we were going through Bika's storefront. I am looking through his stuff to see what's making the most money. I filtered through revenue. It's already filtered. And that's it. This is a gold mine of information, I swear to God.